Someone is trolling you with money and materialistic possessions. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone is trolling you with money and materialistic possessions. All right. Somebody drop in the comments and say you won't troll me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you won't troll me. Now, family, when a person is trolling you with materialistic possessions or money, it is them using what they have to get whatever they want from you. All right. They can also do it in this way right here, y'all. Doing things for you to keep you permanently indebted to them. I'm sure y'all seeing this on both sides and both ends of the spectrum, right? So these are the two main ways they do it. Now, I need y'all to realize something. When a person is doing these things towards you, it is a clear indication that they don't have anything else. That's all they got, right? And so they're utilizing what they have to get whatever they want. Y'all remember the movie Players Club, right? When she said, what we do over here is use what we have to get what we want. And y'all see how far it got them, right? It's always a dead end. Okay, it's always some type of stop sign or red light that they yield to. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? But sticking to the point, y'all, someone is trolling you with money and materialistic possessions. Now, understand what a troll is. A troll is a miserable person who wants to make other people miserable. That's a troll. And see, within their miserability, I probably just made up a word, but whatever. All right, they are killing, stealing, and destroying. Don't that sound like the characteristics of the enemy, right? See, a troll don't have anything else to do. They got nothing but time to blow. They got nothing but time to waste. And so the first people or the victims they're looking for is people who got purposes and assignments and missions, all right, and things to do. They're looking for you. And so they're trying to troll you. Now, you got all types of trolls. You got internet trolls, right? Social media trolls. You got street trolls. You got relationship and marriage trolls. Y'all ever heard of a home wrecker? A home wrecker. Yeah, I said it. Becky made that name up, y'all. She gave that. She's the one who popularized that term. Whoever Becky is. But the point is, y'all get what I'm saying. Trolls are only here to mess things up to the highest capacity. I'm just being honest. But with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this divine video. All right. But just to go ahead and let y'all know, y'all know we got to acknowledge it. We are on the great couch. Okay. And every time we on the legendary great couch, we always say some legendary things. And, you know, it's always something profound. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in to the very end of this video. Reno, you did another late night video. I know. So listen, y'all, I told y'all I was about to get this Frenchie, and I did, right? It's my dream dog. I always wanted one. And, you know, I got the puppy. I knew she was going to take, and she's a she. Yep, y'all. Her name is Pia, by the way. I'll let y'all meet her. But I knew that she was going to take up majority of my time. I knew that she was going to be like a baby. I knew that I was going to have to, you know, invest a lot of my time into her, feeding her, potty training her, you know, getting her used to the new place and stuff like that, her new environment. So that's why your boy doing another late night video. However, y'all, we're going to get back on track with it. But that ain't going to stop this divine message. That's not going to stop what we got going on. We family, y'all. So it ain't going to never stop, family. However, we just got another additive to the family. Once again, shout out to my baby girl, Pia, right? But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get directly into it. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, y'all. Number one, see, I want to tell y'all this. How you know, or not necessarily how you know, but why they're trolling you with money and materialistic possessions. Basically, what they have is, number one, money and materialistic possessions control them, right? Money and materialistic possessions control them. So oftentimes, y'all, when people have something on the inside of them, they have some type of doctrine or a belief system, a way of thinking, whether that is them thinking emotionally or even just thinking logically, It comes from within. It comes from a place, and it is embedded into them. And oftentimes you begin to project it onto other people. I give y'all an example. If you take elementary, you can even say middle school, right? In high school, kids are basically grown. They just waiting to graduate at this point. But you can say middle school or even elementary. Each and every one of those kids have a different upbringing, which means they have different things that are on the inside of them. So they may take anger to school and project it, right? They may take, being sexualized to school and project it. They may take being confused to school and project it. They're only doing what they have seen. They're only replicating what they know. Reno, what are you saying? They're going to take at home to school and think that that is okay. And they're going to look at everybody else like, why you ain't doing it? Why you ain't on that? This is what my mama did. This is what my daddy did. This is what I see my siblings do. So we're right, you're wrong. They're going to project. And see, what that means is a person who is controlled by money and materialistic possessions, themselves, they're going to think that you have that same mentality. And if you're not maneuvering like that, then they're going to look at you sideways. They're going to look at you crazy. See, if it was them, they would allow somebody with a bigger bankroll, a bigger opportunity, a better job, a higher position. They would let whoever is in that position control them. So they expect for you to do the same thing, right? Y'all, on these jobs, whether it's a warehouse job, a retail job, corporate America job, whatever, on these jobs, a lot of times it's, created for a hierarchy. So you got the employees, you got leads, and then supervisors, and then managers, and it goes up in terms of the type of manager and the position power and who makes the most money. However, y'all, it's a hierarchy, and so you have to obey the powers that be. Oftentimes, the shift lead or the supervisor, they be kissing a whole bunch of tail. Yeah, y'all, they gonna kiss some butt, serious butt kisses. And then they expect for the employees to do the same thing. No, dog, I'm not gonna do that. If that's what you want to do, that's okay. But I don't care if I'm just an employee. I'm not gonna do it to you. And so they project that behavior onto you. Why aren't you doing it to me? I do it to my big boss. I'm your big boss. You should do it to me. No, you ain't my boss. God is my boss. Yeah, y'all, see, when you a spiritual warrior, yes, sir, when you are a kingdom leader, when you are a kingdom member, you think different, you breathe different, you act different, you move different, because you're not looking for them to reward you. God gonna do it, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, God is my boss. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, God is my boss. And that's what they can't stand. So again, y'all, money and materialistic possessions control them. So they think since they got a little more than you, since they're positioned a little higher than you, since they got a little bit more in their account, that you're going to do the same thing to them that they're doing to other people who have more than them. And that's not how they operate. Make sense to what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 2. It's going to be this right here, family. It was a money grab, okay? It was a money grab. Once again, y'all, someone is trolling you with money and materialistic possessions. And it was a money grab to the reason of why they're doing it. It's a money grab, all right? Let me just let y'all know this right here. In this case, it's not just only about the money. Yes, I said it, y'all. It's not just only about the money. When I say a money grab, I'm speaking metaphorically, all right? So, a money grab can simply be like when Bill Gates bought something inside of Africa. I don't know exactly what he bought. I highly doubt he bought the continent, but he bought something there. And, immediately in my mind, I said, bad guys do good things to keep a good image. I'm not necessarily saying he's a bad guy, but I just wouldn't see what business, Bill Gates would have purchasing something in Africa, right? I see it as a man trying to take advantage or possibly trying to benefit in a continent or country that he has no ties to, right? However, somebody may look at it and say, he's doing a great deed. No, not if it's a money grab. Not if he's doing it for the benefit of himself and his family. Not if he's not trying to move that culture, that ethnic race, and those people forward, even the continent forward, right? And not even just because they're black, but because you have you have Asian Africans, you have European Africans, you have French Africans, it's so many different types of Africans. So it's not even just because it is race specific. It's basically because, are you here to help the culture? Are you here to help shift the movement of African people, of all descendants, right? All descendants. So, Breno, what are you saying right now? Make this make sense for me. If it's only a money grab and it's not to help shift the culture and the people forward, then it was not done genuinely, which means that is a form of trolling, right? A money grab is simply a benefit to one person and not the other party. See, if I have a business and a customer coming to my business and they get to pick things up off the shelf and don't pay me for it, it's a money grab for them. I just get the benefit. You see, it's not always about the money. It's about what are you receiving. That's why I don't necessarily pay attention to the price. I pay attention to the value. Somebody may say, I'm not going to buy a Frenchie Bulldog. That's fine. But if you pay attention to the value, meaning don't look at the price, right? Now, obviously, y'all, you don't got to spend $25,000 on a dog to get the value, but y'all follow my point. Obviously, y'all, for that type of dog or Frenchie, it costs, okay? However, y'all, if you don't look at the price, whether it's $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and you look at the value, meaning, what am I going to get from this dog? How much more can I make from this dog? You see, the value is much more important than the price. And when you look at the value of things, people would stop thinking that it's always about the money. Sometimes it's about the benefit that you can get from something. Now, it depends on the intention that you have and how you're trying to benefit. But the point still remains, y'all. It's a money grab, all right? And let me make this clear before someone said, Reno, you bought a Frenchie and it's only for a money grab. No, I really love my dog. I really love dogs, and I really see my pet as a family member, right? Just to go ahead and clear this up for any crazy people. But anyway, y'all, the point is that the reason why they're trolling you is because they made an investment in you. And that investment was not to give to you genuinely. That investment was not to, make you happy. That investment was not to help you. That investment was not to make you better. It was not, right? And see, your intention is to do that. That's your intention. Your intention is to make those who are around you better. Your intention is to cultivate people, right? See, you see the value in people when they don't even see it in themselves. However, people see the price in you. People see you as a price. I can buy your love. I can buy your heart. I can buy your loyalty. I can buy you. And the moment you're not acting the way they want you to act, then they troll you. You remember when I bought this? You remember when I did that? It was a money grab for them. It's a money grab. And like I said, y'all, the money grab is not always about money. It's about the benefit. And the benefit carries a value. See how that came back around full circle, y'all? Anyway, family, number 3 is going to be this right here, y'all. They know your personal business, all right? They know your personal business. Y'all, when a person know that you need the money, when a person know that you need a place to stay, when a person know that you need the help, they tend to think for you. They tend to move things around for you. They tend to act a certain way because they know your circumstance. For instance, everybody think they know celebrities, right? I don't care who you talking about. I don't care where they live at. I don't care, where they went to school at, what country they in. It's probably a million people who think they know Snoop Dogg. I'm just gonna be honest, y'all. Through his videos, through his interviews, through his content, there's a million people who think they know Beyonce. You know why, y'all? Because their personal business is pretty much put out there. And even if their personal business is not put out there, whatever is out there, people are taking it personal. So people feel the need to troll them. Well, I don't think you need any more kids. You already got 4. So it's my business. But when people feel like they know your personal business, they think that they control you. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? I don't think that you should work on music videos. You should do more movies. So if I want to do music videos, then I can do that. You see how people troll you when they know your personal business? So that's the same thing with this, y'all. When people feel like they know your financial status, when people feel like they know that you don't have something, you're lacking something, they think that they can tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it, right? They're talking about you to other people behind your back, coming in your face like, hey, what's going on, cuz? You all right? What's going on, auntie? You all right? Hey, how you doing, baby? And the whole time they've been talking about you because they know your personal business. And that's why I always say, y'all, be careful who you vent to. All right, somebody drop that down below in the comments. Watch who you vent to. All right, once again, y'all drop in the comments. Watch who you vent to, because sometimes, y'all, just like AC, vent travels. Okay, air travels through vents. Just because it's coming out in one way doesn't mean that it can't spread. It's still air. So vents, they carry and they allow things to travel. And so when people get something, they can't wait to let it spill like running water. Okay? Watch who you vent to. All right? They know your personal business, and this is why they're trolling you. You can't do this because you got this going on. Shut up. Respectfully. All right? But anyway, y'all, number 4. It was a power move. All right? It was a power move. Y'all want to know what a power move was, y'all? 50 Cent taking Big Meech's son, Lil Meech, sending him through acting school, putting him in his first acting role, paying him big money, pretty much changing his entire life. Because I didn't know nothing about no Lil Meech until 50 Cent put his hands on him. Okay, soon as his dad get home, his dad does something that he disliked. He cuts both of them off. Power move. And I can tell by how Lil Meech was moving afterwards, he didn't like that. And I can tell that he's seen 50 Cent as a real father figure, or if not, most definitely a mentor. Most definitely a mentor. And just to snatch that away from him, he like, man, it's messed up. But it's a power move. Why? Because I'm going to use what I got to get whatever I want from you, or I'm going to just keep you permanently indebted to me. Right? And I like 50 as a businessman. I think 50 is a dope businessman. But as a person, maybe he's not the best. Right? When you got problems with people consistently, it's almost like, where are these problems coming from? Why we got problems over here and over here and over here? And why they all end the same way? And so my personal opinion on 50 is, I love 50 as a businessman, but I don't know him personally. And I would hate to judge him, but from afar, he don't seem like a great person, just in my opinion. However, y'all, that's a power move. That's how you keep people indebted to you. I won't give you the room nor the space to pay me back. Anytime you don't move how I want you to move, I cut you off. Anytime you say something that I dislike, you know what? I cut you off. Power move. And so in order to maintain the power, I have to add an enormous amount of value and then pull back. Right? Let me say that once again, y'all. When people make power moves, what they're doing is adding an enormous amount of value and then pull back. Okay? Listen, y'all. It's not only people who's not doing things for you that you got to worry about and watch. It's also people who are doing things for you that you have to pay attention to and watch. Because the question is, why are you doing it? And a lot of times people are making power moves to keep themselves in your business, to keep themselves, in your life, to keep you controlled, to keep you around them. So if I got to pay for your time, pay for your loyalty, if I got to keep paying you to keep you indebted into me, then so be it, right? That's a power move, okay? But anyway, y'all, moving on to the next one, which is the last one. That's number 5. And the reason why they're trolling you, y'all, 5th reason is your attention. They want your attention, no doubt. They want your attention, no doubt. I'll use this example, y'all. With my little pet, my baby Pia, whenever she wants my attention, she trolled me, y'all. Like, she just trolled me. And I'll put it in her crate. And what she'll do is she'll just sit there and whimper and cry. And she'll probably been peed like on my carpet, or because I'm still trying to potty train her, and she'll probably be done boo-boo on my floor or whatever, and I got to clean it up. And she do it a lot too, y'all. However, she'll troll me by using what she could feel would pull my emotional strings. Dogs are smart. They pay attention, right? But to get my attention, she does that. To get my attention, she's going to do things that she know will pull my emotional strings, things that would physically get me to look. She just knows how to get my attention. And the reason why I mention that, y'all, is because that's the same thing with people. People know how to get your attention. People know what to do to get your attention. People know what to say to get your attention. And so they're going to troll you with, trying to maintain your attention, get your attention with materialistic possessions as well as money. So if a person know that your weakness is a car, then they're gonna bring around a car. If a person know that your weakness is food, then they're gonna offer to buy you food. If a person know that your weakness is, candles or perfume, clothes, whatever the case is, if they know that's your weakness, then they're going to use that to keep you indebted to them. So they're going to troll you with money or materialistic possessions. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Right? Like, they're going to do something that they know will pull your emotional strings, or do something that would make you physically get back involved with them, right? By using their money or materialistic possessions. All right, they want your attention. That's what they want. And to be quite honest with you, y'all, everybody wants your attention. Everybody's fighting for your attention. McDonald's fighting for your attention. Range Rover's fighting for your attention, right? Wendy's, Costco's, any business is fighting for your attention because it is very valuable. And so people feel like they can buy it with money or materialistic possessions, but they forget the entire point. Add value. Value is what keeps a person's attention, not always money and materialistic possessions. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But anyway, y'all, as we conclude this video, understand something, y'all. They are trying to troll you, right, with their money and materialistic possessions, but that is only for weak people. Weak people fall for that. Weak people allow themselves to be finessed and finagled, gaslighted and manipulated, into receiving gifts and forgetting about what happened. Oh, okay. Well, I forgot about that. I don't even know why I was mad again. People who are weak allow themselves to get a paycheck and allow someone who did them wrong and dirty, to come right back into their lives and finish them off. Okay, straight fatality style. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and conclude this video. Y'all know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all check out any one of my Yes Sir t-shirts. Get one of those Yes Sir hoodies. You can book a one-on-one session with me. Enroll into my social influence course. And of course, y'all can book not book a one-on-one session with me. Y'all can check out any one of my books, all right? But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.